Welcome to the Live from the Pen podcast, hosted by Smoke D, who was featured on UGK's Riding Dirty album. This ain't just a podcast, it's a movement. Live from the Pen is where the unheard get heard, where the forgotten get remembered, and where change starts with a conversation. We bring you stories from behind the walls, stories of pain, purpose, progress, and power. We're talking about men and women fighting to rebuild their lives, families trying to hold it together, and communities pushing for something better. This is an interactive prison reform platform, a place where you'll hear real voices, see real growth, and feel what redemption truly sounds like. No filters, no fake narratives. Just raw truth and the realities of incarceration, transformation, and survival. We're breaking the silence, we're breaking the stigma, and we're building bridges from the cell block to society. So tap in, stay locked with us, and be part of the change, because when we say live from the pen, we mean living proof that progress is possible, that redemption is real, and that every voice, no matter where it's coming from, deserves to be heard. For more Trill content, hit us up at TrillLife7613.com and join the Trill Life community, where truth, unity, and progress always stay true. Now reporting live from the pen, your host, Smoke.
He gave me that.
Yeah, well. Live from the pen once again, like before. It's your boy Smith Note, repping Trill Life, repping UGK for life. Before we get the word of the day up, I want to give a special shout out to OG Mr. Socrates for giving us the affordability to make, and everybody that's involved in the staff to bring the show to you guys. Hey, Slade, won't you put that word up for the day, if you will, for us? That word of the day is benevolence. It just simply means doing an act of kindness, doing something good. Benevolence. And man, I feel like I'm in a great moment right now. I got my good brother Albert Batman Donaldson. He's sitting right here alongside me there. And all the way from Africa, Uganda, Africa to be exact. Our good brother.
No, not Uganda.
Yeah, man. You know, I can't say your name like you said, man. I know Anthony Witherspoon from McCall, Mississippi, but brother, you have transformed into
The Mayor Magnolia.
Man, you look like a king sitting right there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Y'all kings, bro.
Yeah, man. So without further ado, man, I don't have to say who this man is. You already know.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a phenomenal story, you know. We have shared some semblances in life. We've been locked up together.
Yeah.
and man, it's just surreal to just be sitting here after all that stuff, you know, that you go through. But man, tell them a little bit about you, because there may be some people out there that don't know.
Yeah.
And they need to know. You know?
How y'all doing out there today? Man, it's a good day to be sitting together. You know, any day that you spread some positive, productive information, hoping that people pick up, you know, just as what I tell you about my life, I tell you about my that's my testimony. I hope people pick up on my testimony.
Mm-hmm.
I hope people don't make the same mistakes I made, be in the same situation I be in, because be quite frank, a lot of people ain't gonna make it out from situation I've seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to see Witherspoon, to see him where he at in Africa.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people won't make it to them positions.
Yeah.
I had a judge on my show yesterday. Her name was Judge Hodges, and she was talking about his levels to everything. You know, we say levels to the game, it's levels to everything that we do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
So like, I'm born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know my old book. I've been and I can't even tell you how many times I've been to prison.
Man,
but
that
you
time,
know,
man, can you look at? Okay, I see that number. It look like it's up there. Is it up there? You know, you got.
Yeah, I see it. The number is 601.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I see it.
Man, they've been texting me about the prison story.
Yeah,
and I thought about it.
I told the prison story.
We got some prison stories that we just shared together there that we were doing the thing. I mean, I could be frank about it if you want to be frank about it.
Yeah, we can be frank about it.
Man,
I'm gonna share the one day
when we had the stuff in the thing and all that.
Oh, when we slide across the floor and all that.
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
Hold on, you might be better when I was talking.
I was talking. What I told them about was, like I tell kids all the time when they want to be like in a position to want to be wanted, be around people that want to be into an organization, quote unquote gangs. People talk about all the time. They see it think they going somewhere, but they're not going nowhere. They're gonna be here. And I'm not advocating for that. That's not something I'm pushing.
Right.
That's something that I realize. I see it. I'm 53 years old.
Oh, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
You got a birthday coming up soon, huh?
Yeah, tomorrow. But I'll be 53 tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll be 53 tomorrow. Appreciate it. But I told him about the story where you go in, you think people got your back, right? And I'm a vice lord, right? And associate with vice lord. So when I come in, I'm with vice lord. I'm doing what I do. You feel me? So I get up in these situations with these people that's supposed to be my brothers. Right. And I get into a bang with about 18, 20 vice lord. 18, 20 gangsters. And they did not move. If they did move, I get a shout out to them, but the mass majority of them did not move. And I tell people all the time, you need to choose your people. You need to choose your people wisely. You need to sit down and really know who you got on your team. You need to know that. If you don't know that, you're gonna fall.
No doubt.
You're gonna fall.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to go in and I got two with 20 gangsters got to fight early in the morning, about 4 or 5 in the morning going to breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm gonna tell you the only thing I was thinking while I was fighting is please don't stab me. Please don't stab. Just don't stab. I'm fighting and whatever.
Yeah, you know how it is in there. You stab first and ask questions later.
Right. So it was the point of telling kids to know your friends. You know what I'm saying? Know what you're getting into. Because a lot of guys go out, teenagers, they go out, they get in an organization, they get in gangs, they get with people that think they got their best at heart for them, and they don't. It's really a tent behind this real agenda that people have when they even have you around sometimes. And you have to wonder what those intents are.
You make it, as you're speaking, I'm reflecting, man, on how it was for me, and, being in the growth and development organization,
Right.
you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so for us to have life experience to sit here, 2 black men, you understand, that says something, see? And I ain't finna sit here and toot it or fruit it. We done had I know.
Yeah.
But we sitting here. That's what these people need to see.
Right.
City of Jackson, people abroad. You need to be able to be, what is the word I'm looking for? Grown enough, adult enough to sit down and have a consenting conversation. Because when you're looking at it as a problem, it ain't really no problem. If we come together, we got the power. I ain't trying to go into detail.
You right.
I don't do none of that. If we come together, we got our own power. Look at this brother on the phone. That man over there in Africa. And oh, by the way, if you want to get your passport and get your way over to Africa, this is the guy on the phone. You see? You got to be able to do what you're going to do and then be able to move the way you need to move. This brother over there building schools. He right from Macomb, Mississippi, 2-time mayor. Wife, Miss Tammy, how you doing? Shout out to Miss Tammy.
Shout out.
Holding congressional mayors and stuff. So, and then on top of that, I got prison stories with this guy. I slept right beside him for 6 years.
Don't tell me what we were doing today.
Man, listen, man. Hey, man.
We can laugh about it now, but it was some struggling times in prison. And people need to know, man, it is. Look, I've been to prison a couple times, and people say, man, you wasn't like prison, you've been so many times. Nah, I just was hard-headed. I hated prison every day I was in there.
Man, them folks say it was a smoke-proof facility. You couldn't get no weed in there, no nothing in there.
Well,
Like a dog. Like a dog. Man, we smoked them folks out.
Look, and so I always tell people this right here.
Yeah.
The same thing that go on in the world is going on behind them walls.
Right.
They're still doing the same thing. The only thing they might not be doing is having sex with their wives because they got this you can't have no constant, constant visits.
Mhm.
So they got this thing going, but that might not slow nothing down because
It ain't, man.
if certain people like certain people, we all know how they go.
When two people
Smoke, you know that didn't slow nothing down.
go out, you're just gonna do it. I'm
And
not
the
gonna
guards
say
like what they gonna let you go in that room, man.
in the bathroom.
They gonna let you go in there.
Yeah, I mean that's just the truth. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, if you got a micro society of men and you put a woman in the middle of that micro society of men, the testosterone level is elevated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, guys gonna shoot their shots, guys gonna do this, do that there. But somebody is gonna catch your interest.
Mm-hmm.
That's just nature. You put these people in these jobs and you don't pay them, and you got somebody that can come to the draw and tell them what they can get $3,000 from today.
Right.
They're gonna do it.
Right. Being released, bro, and being free in the world right now. How long we been free? Because I've never been free 7 years. So I'm gonna get my own 7 in on it. You know what I'm saying? I always been back in jail a couple years, and it's probably something more worse than the last. You know, and all my charges been violent. So
Right.
I don't mind telling people about me. That's why I talk to people, because I want people to understand. I know exactly, and I wasn't no saint. I ain't gonna hide behind that. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Yeah.
try to make myself look this or that. I want people to understand me when they see me. I'm it. I'm that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can sit down and talk to me. But going to prison now, having the fit now out here, and then going back to prison, that's the. Can I this?
No, y'all gonna make
I'm
me cut
just
your
gonna say.
shit.
I definitely do it again.
Don't do it.
Okay, but that was the most exuberating thing I could do. I
Exhilarating,
felt good
exuberant.
about it.
Yeah.
I still like going in it, performing it. How you feel about performing in prison?
Man,
Same prison you walk through.
be honest with you. I don't know anything, first of all. To be honest with you, man, I feel more comfortable there than I in the world.
Yeah.
Because you know, the spirit of truth is in there.
Right.
When God can allow you to exist, and your existence can bring hope and faith
Mhm.
to so many people's existence by being an example,
Right.
showing them that you was there to coming out and then going back and saying it's okay. They respect you because many people don't do that.
Mhm.
You one of them when you
Right.
do that. And you know, so it's just a good thing. It's back to the word of the day, to be benevolent in your deeds and your
And
endeavors.
it go back to what you said earlier, unified and getting together. And see, that's part of
If we
going
just-
to the prison
Mhm.
and talking to the people in prison. That's the part.
But then you also get the chance to put in the work, because there's also people that are in prison that, that's why we do
They
the
can
work.
vote.
They can vote. And so that's why I say these block parties are important. We need sponsorship for them to do block parties all over the city of Jackson to collectivize the vote. Somebody got to do something, and you got to go in the highways and the byways and the dark. This brother gonna do it, he can do that.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that. We already said something about
I ain't nobody. I'm just able to, be a light.
and you know what's why we started out together doing it? People don't know this.
No.
We started off, you come got me. Let's
Boy,
just be
that
honest.
that was a hard thing. This man come on, this man pours, man. I'm like, because in my mind I conceptualized an idea. I said, you know what? And we really never just engaged closely, but it was just that he had a reputation of influence on his side of the fence, and I had a reputation and influence on my side of the fence. So we come together because I can't talk to who he can talk to no more than he can talk to who I can talk to.
Right.
But if he can talk to his people and I can talk to my folk, and we talking, then we can put some stuff together
Put
from an
something together.
ideological standpoint to bring some unity and together the way it started in the
Mhm.
beginning. Understand?
Mhm.
And so even in that day, not a day, you can't say it ain't done, because we right here right now.
Right.
No, I don't talk to yesterday.
Mhm.
Talk to back here right now. Don't talk to me. So I don't have any problems, brother.
Right.
Because I mean, it's just about perception. If you perceive that you have a problem, you got a damn problem.
Right.
If you believe you can't do it, you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you believe you can, you can.
That's
if you
right.
don't have a problem, what's the problem?
I don't even know.
You should be able to communicate. That's the damn problem for me. Most people, you ready to right, and they ain't gonna do nothing because you're talking too much.
And yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
Man, I'm
but I'm finna ask you. This is what I'm finna
Bro.
tell you. This how when you came and got me, and this is how we were so connected with each other. We got down to the set to the where everybody was speaking at, and we got to speaking, and I heard this brother.
Spoonio.
I heard Spoonio.
Right.
I had seen him a couple of times, but since I've been out, but I had heard him say something that I was in prison. He said it when the warden called me up to the door.
Man, let me tell you something about Spoonio. I was in quick bed. We was in quick bed together. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you this here because the Joker is a rascal too. Now I'm gonna tell him to his face. We used to watch Jeopardy and try to get it right, but Spoonio used to sneak in at lunch and see the Jeopardy. Then he get all the answers. I come back and
he told me that. He said he wasn't cheating. That he said you.
Man, how does a dog? But see what I'm telling you, like when I'm words we got together because this brother's a brainiac.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we started a path of seeking intelligence together.
Right.
But man, this man worked his way up to the governor mansion, and he looked out for me because as soon as he got up there, he said, "Man, I ain't gonna forget you." And I could cut her. He brought me right up there to cut her, man. I was cutting her, doing stuff. He just a brother that has a love and a need plus object. And I ain't tooting his fruity because he on the phone. I ain't no convincing kind of guy. He just here. But man, this brother here, it's just amazing, man. And I'm not, that's what we need to be. We need to be an example of this guy right here. I'm just gonna get credit where credit is due. That man have been to prison. That man have been to mayor 2, 3, 4 times. That man is over in Africa. He has dual citizenship in Uganda. Look at him. He
powerful.
And so
powerful.
The thing of it is to get into, what Brother Spoonio, because he has a pan-African mindset, about different things. I made a mistake last week. It was actually Uganda that found $20 trillion of gold. Spoonio, you're in Ghana, right?
I'm in Ghana, bro. Yeah,
I'm in Ghana. More gold than anybody.
Ghana, the Gold Coast, right?
So Africa is full of resources. It's full of things that we need to learn. This brother here, man, Spoonio, I done already told your story. Bat done told it too. I'm just thrilled to be here. Maybe I'm a little talkative, but so I'm amongst the right guys to be in that area with. So, man, just tell the world something about yourself, your whole thing. Everything.
First of all, man, it's just an honor to be here with y'all two brothers, man. I'm sitting here with two of Jacktown most notable legends, man. Bat and Smizzy, and it's a good thing, man. And I've been knowing these brothers for years, but before I get started, I'd be remiss not to give a shout out to my man and one of my mentors, whether y'all know it or not, Mr. Socrates Garrett.
Okay.
Shout out Socrates. Yes, sir.
When I came out of prison, man, and doing my advocacy and stuff, man, I thought it would be a good idea to start a newspaper in Southwest Mississippi, a black newspaper, man. And guess who came to my rescue, to my help, and my aid? Mr. Socrates Garrett, bro.
Okay.
Mississippi.
I want to touch on Mr. Socrates, if I may, bro.
He bought into the idea and he planted a seed for me, man, and got me started. So shout out to Mr. Garrett. Love what he doing with, We Believe podcast, bro. Is giving a voice to the people, bro. So shout out to him. But man, I love these two brothers, for your viewing audience, man. You right, bro. We gonna keep it real tonight, right?
Right.
Indeed.
Yeah. So first of all, I wasn't cheating on Jeopardy, Bat, right?
Bat. No, No,
Man, I'm trying to get out of that.
he wasn't there. So
The man had to come up with some kind of excuse, man, for losing every day against me in
no,
Jeopardy.
I hear what you're saying,
I
bro.
put up on him in Jeopardy, bet I take him to the domino
Doing
table,
it.
bro.
Coming in
Day
early
one.
on lunch, seeing the
And
difference.
slapping bones,
You're not-
man, down. I even broke the metal table in the day room one time, bro. Slapping bones down so hard. You know, so we're gonna set those records straight, real quick,
Right.
man.
But
But I love these
know
brothers,
what?
man.
You
Yeah,
know, in all of that, we created a situation for ourselves that allowed us to get along and get through dark times.
that's
Because
right.
there were other diverse situations that happened between the two of us that we had. I didn't even have a shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no shoulder, and Spoonio needed to lean on the shoulder, but I had to have my chest in the same way with me. I learned we iron sharpened iron, and we were able, because those places is not a good thing. Even though we make it sound like Jeopardy or do whatever, those just prison stories. It's a serious, it's a serious side to this, and very psychological and very spiritual that one must pay attention to in coming out of these institutionalized situations. For real,
Right.
words and communication would be a great way to stay in shape.
Right. That's right, bro. Well, man, one of the things that, I applaud you brothers for is, man, coming out and getting involved. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people hit them gates, man, and they don't look back. You know what I'm saying? And it's got to be hard to do some of the stuff that y'all do with the advocacy world, because not only did you guys, hit the gate and was free, but you went back inside, man. You know what I'm saying? You went back inside trying to help brothers and sisters inside, show them that, hey, you can make it out here, because sometimes that's what they got to hear, because y'all know how it is, man. We used to get calls to go in to the services and stuff, and a lot of brothers hit that door to go in there to the service and stuff when the preacher come, just so that they can hook up with a brother from another zone, man, and pass them a kite or pass some tobacco and make a trade. But when you guys go in there, something that my brother Teron called credible messengers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
When you go as a credible
That's how
messenger, then they listening. You know what I'm saying? It ain't one of those things where we just responding to the call just to get off the zone. So, y'all keep up that good work, man. Keep going back in there, man, breaking walls down, man, and liberating the minds of our people, man, because that's what it's all about. And that's what I tried to employ when me and Smoke was in there on that zone, man. We came through Rankin County when Rankin County was at its worst, man. I mean, they busting heads every day in Rankin County when we came through there. And Smoke ain't telling you, man. He been real modest right now, but I had to sleep with him and one of my organization brothers, man. It's kind of like we all had the house and everything.
Weird.
Can't get along at all, man.
That's my boy.
Rest in peace to Anthony Weir.
It was challenging back, man, because and that was one of the first tests of my leadership skills, bro. To make sure that these two brothers that I'm cool with, one folk,
right,
one. But I'm trying to say, look, bro, y'all ain't finna kill, not on my watch, man. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
when I first got on that zone, and I guess they put me right in the right spot, bro. Between these two brothers, man, because long story short, man, we got some understanding, and things are different, now than it was then, because back then, bro, we had things organized, man. It was peace on the zone, bro. I wore more jewelry on the zone than I'm wearing now. Back then. We could do that back then. The po box was a real po box, bro. It was like everybody ate. Wasn't nobody hungry on our zone, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it should be, bro. And So we have to go back in there now and teach these youngsters, man, because I know that that's a lost culture right now. You know what I'm saying? I get a call back in 2020, I think, man, and brothers from the inside sending me videos of the riots in 29, bro, the stabbings, you know, the fire and everything, bro. And I was like, wow, bro, this is really changed from the day.
I hate to cut in on you, but I got to for a station identification break. But brother, when we come back, we want to get more into what you're doing over there and get a vivid understanding, because we need that information translated over here in a proper way. And you're the person to do that. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Socrates Garrett ENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. Socrates Garrett ENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.Dot grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. By using Socrates Garrett ENT.com's crushed concrete products, anyone from homeowners to general contractors can help reduce landfilled concrete waste, conserve natural resources, and gain significant economic savings on materials and disposal costs. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at Socrates Garrett ENT.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
Y'all can hear me, I can't hear you, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm all about. That part, I'm all about that part. And that's not enough. You know, I'm gonna talk about something. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about what's good. Let's talk about how many people, how many kids doing. Let's talk about how many kids in school. Let's talk about how many kids doing me. Let's talk about the truth that's out here doing wrong. That's not going anywhere like the kids in school. Like, looking back,
And you really got
think about it. That's the company, big company. Right? And the thing about what I can't understand about that whole legal aspect and underground aspect, it's right here. Oh, you're gonna be. Now I got a cup, bro. I get one too. Let me do one.
Gotta let things be smooth, baby.
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, but I don't get it.
I'm gonna tell you something. going back and I will like going back. It's yeah, keep going. You get a visual back. Good brother. Good brother. And that's what I was saying. He said that I was riding in the back of the car. Riding. Kicked there. I said, I heard him throw. And that's all I expected right there. You know the connection right there? You see that? Did you see the connection?
Mm-hmm.
And I think about that day every time. You know,
the relativity of us connecting came from us being locked up,
mm-hmm.
and that brought a different level of understanding.
And to get out of the world and get out into the world and connect with each other.
Indeed.
And not talking about we were best friends before we went, because we, you know, you had your thing, I was doing my thing.
Right.
But to get out in the world and just get with each other, start doing a lot of things that I thought I wouldn't be doing that I'm doing. And you probably could attest to that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt, man. Bro, all I can just say is that I'm thankful. That's really, you know what I mean? God is awesome. You understand?
Yes, he is.
You know, I have, you know, I took the time to spend some time with myself, by myself, to try to, you know, learn about God and just be able to think better. And you know what? He gave me all the thought process, the intelligence that I had to go through something to get to it.
And I'm gonna tell you something, like you said, we had our little situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for us, we hadn't spoke to each other, really hadn't been around each other, whatever. And for us, for the passing of your mother and the murder of my son that happened on the same day, you know, that made me sit down and really just start evaluating things for more than my own selfish purpose.
Man, that's something. That boy hit me with that heat. Then my mom and his son passed away on the same day last year. And truth be told, I'm still traumatized. I make it look good, but like,
I understand.
You understand? So, anyway, we got to step out that room right there, right quick. You got to look in there and get out right now. So,
right.
Yeah, man. So, like, how do you think that us being locked up, you know, like with Adrian, us being locked up, me being locked up, my kids mad at me now, man.
Oh, I had some of that.
You think they have?
Yes, indeed.
Not all
yes,
of them.
indeed.
Not all
yes,
of them.
indeed. It had. You can't escape that. You got to self accountability for that, but you can't get stuck in that. That's the key to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that I express with me and my daughter, my older daughter, my oldest daughter. We have a blowout. You know. But I had to tell her, you staying stuck. You can't stay stuck. Your dad ain't never stayed stuck. That's why he never came out with the mind, I forgot how society is. I forgot how society work. No, I always want to be in society. I ain't want to be in no prison.
You kept your son with you.
I kept my son
with me.
We was
rocking together when you went through a lot of different endeavors there. And I guess what I can say to that is that I understand from a standpoint of watching you go through it, because the things that you are having to deal with, I have to deal with them in a semblance of a way, you know, but I know your mother died a long while ago.
Right.
This is different because all my children are
it's
still
fresh.
living. You know what I'm saying? My mom gone.
Man, my mom, hey.
I'm just not trying to compare, you know, me to you. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do that.
No, you listen, let me tell you something, Smoke. When a person know, I know. You know what I'm saying? When they take the glue away from everything, and mama was the glue. Mama was the backbone my mama was the backbone to our family. You know what I'm saying? So like when she left, everything left. I'm just gonna be honest. You know, we now working back together. We We getting back, talking to each other, communicating. But you know what I'm saying? You can feel it. You can feel when that part is happy smoke. You can feel it. You lose something. And that day my mama left, I lost. I was in prison. I had to come back in prison train, stuff like that. To even visit, to see my mama get buried at a funeral. But and then to think about it, and you know why we're probably talking about it right now? Because it was last year, March.
Even that was bad for me.
It was last month, and last month was not a good month for me. Even though I still function,
Bro, I don't mean no disrespect.
it wasn't a good month for me.
Let's, you know, I don't, man. Let's
change up. Say what you, hop on your show.
Yeah, they I did TV Larry. Man, I love you for that. Thank you for
Yeah.
That's a touching thing, right?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man, you know, I can say this. You know, if somebody sucker punches me in the physical, I'm gonna be prepared for that. This kind of punch, it comes in the spirit, and you never know when it's gonna hit you.
I thought you said, "Let's get out of here."
No, I just want to say that piece, man. But then for the ones that, you know, because it's an answering thing.
Right.
For the ones that's out there that have recently lost their mothers, I want to say to you that there's a feeling that's gonna come that you won't be able to put a definition to, but it does get easier. You can, you know.
You'll never,
Yeah.
it'll never go nowhere.
No.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I lose my son. I don't think I got over it. I'm struggling.
In trouble, boy. Like
I'm traumatized, man. You gotta know what traumatized look like.
And then,
that's what it look like.
And all of the things that, you know, unwittingly or wittingly that we unknowingly or unknowingly had to endure because, you know, of our skin, because of a whole lot of different systematic things that are put in place to put us in these positions.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
This just didn't happen by happen chance. Someone sit up in the powers that be and do all of that, but we're not gonna get into the public enemy fight the power thing because it don't make any sense to talk about. All we gotta do is come together.
It is, you know, the reason we go to the prison and talk is to connect people from the inside to the outside, outside to the inside.
Right.
To be able to have that highway and that road of communication, to be able to do the voting thing.
Right, because you know, like I said, the people in the neighborhood where the block party is at, that's
Right.
where most of the people in the Mississippi State Penitentiaries are locked up from. We got to hear them close the show on slave state. So I'm gonna say this right quick. So then, if you collectivize these block parties, find the people that can vote there, find the people that can, willing to give us information about their loved ones is locked up. That's how you bridge the connection. I'm in Vernon District. Okay, did you for Vernon? I seen so and so and so and so. That's a little bit of freedom that they probably won't get if they got a life sentence. Bringing good music to them and seeing who in there can vote and where they from in their neighborhoods in these different cities and towns. And it ain't just a Jackson thing; it's a Mississippi thing.
Mm-hmm.
This voters disenfranchised and stuff. You know, you speak about the 23 law. We're gonna go. It comes from that 1890 law. It's an open secret. You know, I'm not no politician. But anyway, night or day, put that word back up there, Slave. We're gonna get out of here.
Yes. Y'all can catch me at Linear.
Yeah.
I'll be at Linear talking to kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that probably 4 times a month. I'm there really trying to guide them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We got another prison thing coming up where I'll be performing in. I'm just keep working.
Where you gonna be, bro?
I think it's gonna be in Fayette, Mississippi.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna be in Fayette.
Yeah, man.
I just keep working, man. Through all the trauma stuff that we going through, I'm gonna commend you on that.
No doubt.
Keep working. You know what I'm saying? We doing the same thing, so
No doubt.
I understand it, man.
Yeah, it's not about us. It's beyond us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, straight up. I can feel it. I know you can too. Hopefully the people out there in the world can feel it, man. This has been another edition of Live from the Pen. You know, Appreciate you, Brother Bet. We got to get Spoon back on. We'll do this next week because I feel like this feel good to me. And we can, it's a good thing. Again, signing out, man. I gotta get up.